afternoon, and a very, very warm welcome to my YouTube channel and my first ever video. I'm really excited to share my journey with you. I've been wanting to do YouTube for quite a while now, but I've just sort of been building up my own fitness really, and my Instagram too. So I thought that it would be good to introduce myself to you and give you a chance to ask me any questions, and just to let you know what my plans are for this year. So okay. So I am hoping this year to do my first ever competition, to step on the stage, which would be an amazing feeling, and gosh, such an achievement. It's just something that I personally want to do. Not everyone who goes into fitness wants to step up on that stage, but for me personally, it's something that I would really love to do. So wow, there's so many different categories, but I think I would like to go into bikini. I have, a lot of my idols are in bikini, have done bikini, so Lauren Fitness, Jade Jocelyn, Sophie Aris. There's a lot of people who I genuinely just have taken so much motivation from, who kind of started out their journey doing that, and it's just something that really interests me. So my first competition, because we always have to have an aim, right? So my first competition aim is to hit the Sugars Classics Championships. Now these are at the end of this November. I have just actually come out of a 6-month lean bulk, so now I'm going into a sort of a cut. You might say kind of a mini cut. I will go through my reasons for that with you, but really I probably will do another lean bulk and then another cut again before November. So after having 6 solid months of lean bulking, I do feel in a position now to possibly go ahead and try and cut ready for this competition, and we'll just see how far we get. If we don't try, we don't get, right? So that is my aim for November. So 5 months to go, guys. So yeah, wish me the best of luck for that, and follow my channel, follow my progress, and yeah, I'd love you to follow and see how I get on with that. So then my reasons for cutting. Well, like I say, I've just come out of a 6-month lean bulk, as you will see on the screen. I am now posting the pictures of my initial starting point in January. So as you can see, no curves. I was losing weight. I was actually trying to lose weight at this stage, and it wasn't until recently when I looked back at the photos and thought, wow, I really didn't need to lose any weight, but hey, that was how I felt at the time. Like I say, no curves or anything in these pictures. Very minimal muscle, and for someone who has always been into sport, this was not what I wanted to be doing really. Was going down this route. It was an unhealthy route I was going down, which I will speak about in the future. Sort of my perspective more on what was going on in that time of my life. But anyhow, yeah, so what was I saying? So I would like to do this cut because following on from these pictures, you can now see my progress up on the screen, if I can edit this right, my progress for 6 months later, which was the beginning of this month that we're in now. So as you can see, I have put quite a bit of muscle on. I'm particularly happy with my back. It's one area that it's funny really, because you can't see your back. I didn't really expect the progress there, so it's amazing to see how your body does progress, because obviously we're all different. Our genetics play a part, the way we train plays a part, the way we eat plays a part. So yeah, I've managed to build a bit of a booty, which I'm very happy about. And my arms are feeling pretty good after this six month bulk. So my reasons for cutting, like I've said, I want to hit the Sugars Classic Championships in November. Very exciting. I would also like to my husband and I are going to tour around Europe, predominantly Italy. this summer. So 3 weeks on the back of a motorcycle in very tight leathers, I might say, requires me to be comfortable, because it's going to be what, 30-35 degree heat, and trust me, if you have ever been in motorbike trousers, you will know what I am talking about. If you haven't, then just trust me on the fact that you need to be fairly low body fat to be the most comfortable when you're traveling for 3 or 4 hours on the back of a bike every day for 3 weeks. So that is another reason for cutting. Also, I am not too ashamed to admit that after 6 months of lean bulking, I would kind of like to see where I'm at, really. And then that will obviously inform what I do when I come back from my trip, in terms of whether I do another mini bulk or just carry on with the cutting. So yeah. So a little bit of background about me as well. I will do more videos, but this is just to give a little bit, so you can get to know me, and I really want to get to know you too. So I think if I give you a little bit of information on me, which you may or may not already know, depending on if you follow my Insta or not. But I have always been into fitness. I was always a competitive swimmer from ever since I was pretty much born. Competing from the age of sort of 7-8 when you can, and training from the age of really 4, 5 times a week up to 11 times a week, 4 hours a day in the pool, and yeah, so I spent sort of most weekends for 11 years competing around the country, and swam for nationals, represented the county, and one of my proudest moments is definitely representing the Great British team at the swimming World Championships, World Masters Championships in Italy. So as you can see, Italy is very close to my heart. So yeah, I've always been into fitness. I've always been into getting stronger, getting just smashing PBs and personal bests, and that's why the gym sits so well with me. The gym has become a real passion of mine. I do still swim, but the gym is sort of a 5 times a week thing that I genuinely look forward to. And yeah, I loved my swimming because the fact I could set personal bests, I knew exactly my goals, I could see whether I was close to them, whether I'd beat them, whether the race is being timed, and it's very much like that in the gym for me. I can see my progress in terms of the weights that I'm lifting, in terms of the reps that I'm doing, and I like being able to see my goal and see how I'm progressing. So yeah, it works really well for me. Also, I won't go into it now, but one of my biggest reasons for doing what I do is the fact that I was diagnosed with a chronic lifelong illness 4 years ago now. I've had it for a lot longer, but it's so rare in the UK. There's only between 500 and 1,000 cases, so it's taken years to diagnose. So to cut a long story short, I ended up in a wheelchair for a long time. And on crutches, on mild chemotherapy, which I am still on, but I am much healthier now. So the gym for me has seen me get out of that wheelchair, which if you've ever been in a wheelchair, you will know how I felt going from a competitive sporting background, being the fittest I'd been, to being ill, hospitalised many times in a wheelchair and told I would have chemotherapy for the rest of my life. So, although my aim is to get off the chemotherapy, I could have sat back. I could have sat back and said, that's the end, that's it, I won't be into sport again. But I didn't. And now I am deadlifting 100 kilos nearly. Yes, that might not be that much to some girls, but for me it's a massive achievement. It's a massive achievement anyway, but never mind coming off the back of this illness. So I know how to fight. I know what my body requires in terms of the strength, in terms of my nutrition for healing, and so I will just give you a quick update as well on my qualifications, because I am now officially doing online fitness and nutrition plans. Okay, so you can access these through my bio in Instagram. and I'll put it on the screen now. And so I am now a coach, an online coach. I have done I used to work in a gym, so I have done my level 2. Yes, my level 2. Forgot then, brain fart. I've done my level 2 fitness instructing course, which was a year's course, and then following on from that I did my level 3 advanced fitness instructor course, and while I did those I did a level 3 advanced nutrition and weight management course. I've used all of these qualifications. I've worked in a gym, and yeah, 2.5 years I was using these, writing client plans. I'm also a swimming coach, yeah, and also I have just topped up my nutrition qualification to an advanced level 5 sport and exercise nutritional advisor. So this is what has really sort of pushed me to do the plans and offer my advice. So I will shortly be doing an update on my next YouTube video of my current physique, just to let you know where I'm at. But have a look at my YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Have a look at my Instagram, and yeah, I have loads of progress photos on there for you to see. So go check it out. And I would love for you to ask me some questions if you have any questions about me, about nutrition, about fitness, about what I'm doing, about my macros, anything. Tell me what you want me to do in my next YouTube video. And yeah. If you liked this video, I'd love you to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Feels good to say that. And yeah, so I'm just really excited to get to know you all, and yeah, so I will speak to you in the next video. Mwah.